Before this video starts, I just want to say, guys, we just hit 100 subscribers on the channel. And in celebration of that milestone, I'm planning on doing a Q&A soon. So, after you're done watching this video, go into the comment section, drop your questions. Anything. It doesn't even have to be about wrestling. It could be about sports, MMA, whatever. Just drop your questions in the comment sections below. I'll make sure I'll do a Q&A soon. Now, on to the video. What's up, guys? This is the kid, DC Wrestling, back at it again with another video. I had just came home. I did my ACT, which obviously means I didn't watch Raw last night. Thank God, because I heard Raw was not that good anyways. But I did hear from Raw that, The Fiend will face Randy Orton, and we saw Rhea Ripley make her debut on Raw, challenging Asuka. So Asuka will take on Rhea Ripley, and they will face each other for the Raw Women's Championship. Honestly, man, with Rhea, I really do feel like they could have had built, but they also announced that Charlotte does have COVID-19. So prayers out to Charlotte. Hope she gets better. But the main reason why I'm making this video is because as I came home, I saw that Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair was trending on Twitter. Because everyone, apparently, well, not everyone, but there's a lot of people in the wrestling community that feels as though Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair should main event WrestleMania, night 1 or night 2. Probably night 1 because night 2 is obviously going to go to Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. So I wanted to make this video basically to give my own opinion on if should Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks main event WrestleMania night 1 or night 2. It will main event WrestleMania. So my personal opinion, as much as I love Sasha Banks, and you guys know I'm a fan of Sasha Banks, you guys know I am a fan of Bianca Belair. These both women are very talented. They're really good at what they do. But at the end of the day, they do not have to main event WrestleMania. As a matter of fact, they should not main event WrestleMania. And you're probably already in the comment section, well, DC, why do you believe that? They do deserve it. They do deserve it. They're amazing. You just said Sasha's good. You just said Bianca's good. Why do you think they don't deserve to main event? And it's not because I don't think they're good. It's because of the build. I've said it in previous videos. I've said it time and time again. The Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair storyline, the build has been horrible. It has been booked just badly. Okay? Because what they could have done, they could have started the build right after Royal Rumble. You could have had Bianca challenge Sasha. And it's just, no. They just didn't do that. No, let's put Reginald in this story. And then let's have at Fastlane, which was a pointless pay-per-view to begin with. Let's have Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, who happen to be WrestleMania opponents, challenge for, the WWE Women's Championships. I don't know, man. Because now that Reginald's out of the picture now they're going to start the actual build. We're 2 weeks away. WrestleMania is in nearly 2 weeks. They could have had over a month to build this feud up. You could have had them cutting promos on each other. They could have been doing this. They could have been that. They could have done anything. But no, let's just have them, respect each other and form a tag team together. And it's just stupid, man. It's stupid. This past Sunday night at Fastlane was the first shot in their feud. And again, because their feud has been booked bad, because their feud has just been booked horribly, it should not main event WrestleMania. And I'll also argue that McIntyre and Lashley seems like a much bigger match than Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, because the argument that people will obviously make with McIntyre and Bobby is that, oh, well, why should they main event WrestleMania when they have no build whatsoever? And here's where I'll argue. Let's go back in June. Let's go back to Backlash. Let's go back when McIntyre was first WWE champion, Bobby Lashley challenging McIntyre for the WWE champion. Didn't MVP tell Drew McIntyre that when he loses the WWE championship, that he will personally have a role in it? Wasn't MVP the one talking to The Miz at Elimination Chamber to, tell The Miz to cash in the Money in the Bank? And then obviously it was revealed that it was actually a deal that if The Miz wins the WWE title, he will give Lashley a title match, which set up the title match that next week on Raw with Lashley and The Miz. Lashley wins, Drew gets the title shot, and here we are. But in match terms, I just think the McIntyre and Lashley match is, in my opinion, just bigger. It has a bigger feel to it than Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair are going to have a great match at WrestleMania, an amazing match. But the build to it, how they structured it, how they booked it, it just doesn't feel like a WrestleMania match to me. The only way I could slide in Drew and Bobby is because Drew and Bobby, well, it just has it has a big fight feel. It has a big fight feel. So, yeah. So, peeps, just know. So, that, in my opinion, is why I feel like Banks and Bianca should not main event WrestleMania, because if they would have been booked better, then okay, I would have said let them main event. But I don't know. I don't know. So that's the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, subscribe to the channel, like for more content. Again, put your questions, like I said, previously, put your questions in the comments below. And so, yeah.